Welcome to Santiago. The Red Devil and former teammate Remy LeBeau make up the front row from Revo and countryman Tonali Gabo. Sebastian Ocampo starts 5th from Linus Eriksson, up in 6th from Vers Theo and Joapuff, the championship leader. Marcus Nelson is 9th from Daniel Boggs serving Jonathan Sims. Then it's Oscar Falstad, Hugh Cable, Charles Hernandez, Lawless Leclerc, and Awful Catfish down in 16th from Scotland Rotak, Akari Lopez, and Francis Austin. Then it's Devin Butler, Salas Kynes, and Elliot Deli. Returning to Chile for race 11, the Red Devil on pole for his Jaguar Panasonic team. All 5 lights go on. And we are green for race 11 in the ERL Formula E Series. Good start there from Remy LeBeau off the line. He and his former teammate going side by side down into turn 1 and left the inside line, but he's dropped behind the Dutchman. And a good start as well from Tonali Gabo there. Francis Austin with a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. Unfortunate for him as they head down into turn 4. What a lunge from Revo! Up into 2nd position. Ocampo does the same thing. He moves up into 4th. Brilliant start from Vers Theo. Up 2 places from his starting spot. Marcus Nelson's been given a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. So many drivers going side by side, but it's the Red Devil who leads from Revo and Remy LeBeau. And for the number 27 to have lost the position on the race start, unfortunate for him, especially considering his title challenge could be really mounted today. He could go for the championship lead if he gets 7 or more points on Joapuff. Currently, I believe he would just about manage to do so. He'd get 7 points, comparing the 15 points for 3rd and 8 points for 6th. As they begin the 2nd lap, that's a launch from Sebastian Ocampo, trying to defend from Vers Theo. Only real way he knows how is to try and get the position that lays in front of him. Akari's hit the back of Hugh Cable, who's dropped behind his teammate Awful Catfish. The rumours surrounding Awful Catfish's time at Power Motorsport. And also Marcus Nelson, 15 seconds of time penalties after 2 laps. This man has to get parked, honestly. Butler's been given a time penalty. Just keep an eye on the timing tower for penalties and their allocations at this point, because I'm not too sure if I'll be able to get through all of them. But in terms of Power Motorsport, they've just announced that they will be opening a Ace Championship and Champ Car organization. That is, they'll be continuing with their Champ Car organization. They've got 3 teams in the ERL, same as Hyperdrive, but unlike Hyperdrive, they are not doing too well. Fastest lap goes to the Red Devil as there goes Remy LeBeau up into 2nd position. Good and quick move made by him there. And that's definitely going to help out his championship challenges. Ocampo still in front of Vers Theo for now. Deli's been given a time penalty for causing a collision, heading down into that corkscrew turn. As they rise up the hill, it's a bit of a roller coaster ride here in Chile as we're on board with Joapuff heading down the hill. He's set to lose that championship lead today, and honestly he's been doing a lot more defense than offense ever since he's taken that 6th position. Didn't get a good qualifying. His teammate doing what he can to keep Panasonic Jaguar Racing at the top of the timing of the constructors table after Sims Motorsport took it away from him. Jonathan Sims himself is actually down in 13th. That would currently be promoted to a P12 because of Marcus Nelson's unbelievable penalty run today. His penalty game unmatched as he goes down the inside on Oscar Falstad through turn 1, forces Falstad off the track, but does take 10th position. That is one of the Hyperdrives. That's Sebastian Ocampo. Where's he going? Up into 2nd position. Finally clicking with that Hyperdrive car. His soft tyres definitely wearing down quite a bit, but he's definitely trying to attack Remy LeBeau with all he's got. He's side by side. The 2-time Formula E champion with the champion-elect if the race finishes as it is. And Ocampo moves up into 2nd there. Remy LeBeau, what's his move? He can choose to hold on to that 3rd But knowing that now you are Puff going side by side with Verse Theo, I'm pretty sure Remy is thinking, I've got to make the move if I'm going to be leading the championship after today. And to become France's first Formula E champion as in comes the Red Devil and Verse Theo. Hard's going on for Verse Theo. I believe that's Linus Eriksson following them in. No, that's Marcus Nelson. He's going to have to serve that 15-second time penalty. Oh, he's going to be absolutely nowhere. Hard tyres going on. But he's serving that 15-second time penalty. That's his race over. Look at that, he's really just being held there. Ocampo now leads in front of Remy LeBeau and Revo. Then it's Puff running in fourth. For Remy LeBeau, I feel like maybe Sims Motorsport might want a full course caution to help their strategy. It would probably also help Puff, but it just depends when that full course caution comes out for that team. It's unlikely that we will get one though. Nelson's come out 4 seconds behind Elliot Deli. It's so over. It's never been more over for that Andretti team. Fastest second sector goes to the Red Devil, a 22-second sector, as in comes Tonelli Gabo with Revo and Linus Eriksson. Remy LeBeau has taken the lead, sending it down the inside on Sebastian Ocampo. Hyperdrive seemingly putting their full focus, attention and belief in the hands of that number 76 car in terms of the strategy. Otherwise they wouldn't be trying to extend him for this long. But he is driving masterfully out there, keeping Puff at bay. As you can see, that number 76, roughly about a second in front and behind of the men in front and behind him. Revo came out of the pits behind Verse Theo on the hard tyres. The Red Devils leading the guys who have come into the pits by quite some margin. So extending your tyres just for that track position, it's only helpful if and when a full course caution comes out, and I don't think we're going to get one. And down the main straight then for Remy LeBeau to start lap 7 of 15. He stays out. Ocampo, Puff both into the pits. Bogdasarov moves up into second position. Ocampo comes out on the mediums. Should be able to go to the end as the Red Devil sets a new fastest lap, but are those the tyres that you want to take to the end of the race? We know for a fact that those soft tyres cannot do the rest of this race. Verse Theo is flying on his hard tyres, but has fallen behind Revo as we're on board of the 38, going for his first points of the season in race 11. Lawless Leclerc further back off the track, is he? Because we've got yellows. It's for awful Catfish. Catfish off the track. He's got major front wing damage, thrown off the track by Lawless Leclerc. I think he might be out of this, and we might get that full course caution that Remy LeBeau and co would have wanted to get. Can he get that Power Motorsport car straight, or does he have a steering column failure? I think he might. Yeah, he's out of this race. There's the full course caution of dreams for Red Bull Sims Porsche, who pull in the number 27 of Remy LeBeau for a half-price pit stop. This helps Edam's Renault and Toyota Gazoo Racing as well. I think the Red Devil might still be in the lead of this race, but for Remy LeBeau, he should come out of this in second, maybe at worst third, as in comes Carlos Sainz. Revo blasts down the main straight. He's going to be in the top 3, but it's not second position. It's going to be third for the Italian. Still good for the man in the championship hunt, but he is currently trailing the championship leader. Verse Theo's been given a time penalty for causing a collision. That is with Daniel Bogdasarov. Those two beating, banging, and roughing him up. And he doesn't have attack mode, so he can't close up. Currently, Verse Theo, it's gonna be touch and go with those first points, it seems. Ocampo with a track limits warning in 10th position. That's his first warning of the day. These are some very good pictures that we're getting from Fox Sports. Side by side from Ocampo and Charles Hernandez. Hernandez with the inside there, pulls in front and takes 10th position on the road. He'd become 9th due to Verstio's time penalty as he drops behind Linus Eriksson. But here comes Ocampo, still trying to stay in front of Charles Hernandez. Bogdasarov's gone past Revo, by the way, with 6 laps to go. I think Remy LeBeau should be able to make it to the end with those mediums, by the way, guys. Gasolin Rotak scuttles away up into 10th position as we can now take a look at Linus Eriksson. He is definitely pulling away from Verstio. What can Revo do on the back of Daniel Bogdasarov as in comes Elliot Deli for the Team Edams Renault. Mediums going on for the American driver. This could be a 2-stop for some drivers, but again, I'm pretty sure the race-winning strategy should be a 1-stop. Whether that's medium, or any time to a hard, we'll find out once that checkered flag falls. No one started this race on the hards, I don't believe, so we don't actually have that much data on how long they'll go. But we do believe they should make it to the very end of this race. Been a very, very quick race here in South America, as here comes Linus Eriksson in the slipstream of Oscar Falstad in front, going for a top 5 for that Andretti team. He's into it. He's in front of Oscar Falstad. The Red Devil still leads, but that lead he's got is shrinking with only a third of the race left to run. Remy LeBeau has attack mode on his former teammate. These two used to be on the same team, Kiro Race Co, as in comes Sims and Lars Leclerc. Remy LeBeau jumped ship to Red Bull Sims Porsche as that Kiro Race Co team became the Panasonic Jaguar team that you see leading the championship and taking a championship with you a puff. But now, leading this race for Panasonic Jaguar, the Red Devil. His soft tyres are going. They're certainly gone. There goes Remy LeBeau into the lead in Santiago. He's in front of his former teammate. If it finishes like this, he will be leading the championship for the first time in a long time in his career of just 5 short seasons, as in comes the number 99. He has to make a second stop. Daniel Bogdasarov is now up into second. It's all up to you, a puff right now, to see if he can try and go after 5th position. Honestly, it should be about 4th. The gap heading into this race was 6 points, so he needs to be second. Actually, no. Remy LeBeau wins this. It's over in terms of the championship lead staying with you, a path. Of course, we've got another 14 races after this one, if my maths are correct, which are probably not, with 4 laps to go. It's a very long season, so a championship lead at any point before the final 5 rarely means too much, but you need that momentum as Ocampo uses momentum to get up into 7th position. For a split second, Verstio gets back past the Brazilian driver, still yet to get his first points, and doesn't look as if he'll get them today with that 5-second time penalty to his name. Definitely not ideal to have that. But now the question for Remy LeBeau is, can he do 7 laps with those medium compound tyres? Bogdasarov comes in with 3 laps to go. That will promote Revo up into 2nd position with 6 laps done on those hards. He's got Falstad 2 seconds back. We've got more drivers into the pits for their second stops, and Verstio serving his 5-second time penalty in pit lane. Of course, a lot quicker than the 15 that we've seen from Marcus Nelson at the very start of this race. But Verstio, he's definitely got an uphill battle to get those first points of the season. Gabo and Hernandez running 4th and 5th. It's been confirmed that due to recent comments, or semi-recent comments, as the official statement says, both Dragon Racing and Mahindra Racing will be docked $60 million come season's end, which definitely going to hamper their ability to continue with the form that especially Dragon's got. For Mahindra, that's just salt into the wounds as the Red Devil side by side. Revo comes in for his second stop. Falstad stays out. Here comes the 99 in front of both Dragon Nissan cars, and up into third position. Is the race win dream over yet for the Red Devil? Probably not if you go and ask him, because that gap out front between him and Remy LeBeau, 14 seconds and 11 seconds between Remy and Oscar Folstad. Do I know what the top three all have in common? They all won races in their debut season. For Remy LeBeau, it was Buenos Aires season 20. For Oscar Folstad, I believe it was his debut race in Sao Paulo season 17. And for the Red Devil, it was Victoria season 20, where he took his first win. Got so many brilliant young talents and have flourished as Devin Butler sets a fastest first sector of anybody in 18th position. And on to the penultimate lap we go. How are Remy's tyres looking? 38%. He's got quite the lead to Oscar Folstad. Bogdasarov, you can see that 97 still running in fourth in front of the two Dragon cars. Gabo definitely losing pace with those overly worn Honda compound tyres. Revo in ninth position, quite a ways in front of his teammate, but crucially in front of Puff. The championship lead is currently set for a 24-point swing, from 6 points ahead for Puff to 18 points ahead for Remy LeBeau. He's 11 seconds in front of the field is the Frenchman, and he is cruising home to a monumental win for not just him, but for the entire Red Bull Sims Porsche team. Here comes Oscar side by side with the Red Devil, and there goes the Dutchman as Remy LeBeau now goes on to start the final lap of this race. Kiro Raceco, when they joined Formula E in season 20, they had a rookie lineup. They were punching above their weight with two drivers, Remy LeBeau and the Red Devil. Both of them have partnered with championship caliber drivers. Both of them are championship caliber drivers. Both of them have proved that today, but over this season, one of them is set to take and lift that championship in season 25. It may only be race 11, but these guys have been racing all season long like it's race 25 of this season. Revo set the fastest first sector of anyone as Linus Eriksson moves up into 8th with that lunge down the inside on Carlos Sainz. But for this man, Remy LeBeau, he stretched his tyres perfectly. 19%, 18%. He probably doesn't care. The gap may be shrinking, but it's too little too late for the Red Devil. And perfect timing for Remy LeBeau, who comes to the line and wins in Santiago, Chile. Remy LeBeau takes it for Red Bull Sims Porsche. The Red Devil running the final turn will be second, and third place another Frenchman to make the entire podium blue, white and red. It's Daniel Bogdasarov to the line in front of Oscar Folstad. And look at this from Revo. He's going to be fifth. Brilliant from not just him but the Hyperdrive team as well, as Ocampo makes it into the top 10 after a truly poor strategy from that team, in my opinion. Didn't make the most of the opportunities that came to them. As here comes Austin to the line with Leclerc, sets a new fastest lap taken by Akaria, 103.8. Marcus Nelson stole the fastest lap at the very end of that race, but here is your podium. Remy LeBeau taking victory from the Red Devil and, well, Remy's favourite driver at the very least, Daniel Bogdasarov. So much history from these three drivers currently on the grid. In my opinion, these three the best drivers yet to take a Formula E championship. We could see that 27 finally take it though. As for the rest of your finishers, you've got Folstad from Revo and Hernandez. Then it's Gabo and the rookie Linus Eriksson in 8th from Puff and Sebastian Ocampo, your top 10. Outside of the top 10, you've got Carlos Sainz from Rotac and Sims. Then it's Cable versus Theo Butler, Austin, Leclerc, Deli, Lopez and Nelson, with Catfish being the only non-scorer. In the driver standings, Remy LeBeau for the first time in his career, I believe, leads the way on 137 points. That is 17 more than Path. He's going to need a miracle to take the championship lead back in round 12. Revo is currently on an island in third position. He's 19 points back from Path. And, oh my goodness, that's a lot. I believe 15 points in front of Tenali Gabo, his countryman. Jonathan Sims, 1 point back from Gabo. Then it's the Red Devil, Sebastian Ocampo, Oscar Volstad, Donald Bogdasarov, and Salos Kynes, the 10 drivers currently locked in to the Season 25 chase for the Cup, which has had its official calendar announced on the Discord. UK ball just outside of the cutoff line from Linus Eriksson and Marcus Nelson. Then it's Awful Catfish, Scadolin Rossack, Lars Leclerc, and Elliot Deli from Lopez, Francis Austin, Charles Hernandez, Devin Butler, and still yet to score any points versus Theory for the Mercedes EQ team. But in the constructors' standings heading into the next round of the championship in Homestead, Miami, it's Red Bull Sims Porsche who lead the pack, 30 points in front of Panasonic Jaguar. Then it's DS Hyperdrive, Dragon Nissan, and Power Motorsport powering their way to 5th position. Then it's Team Edam's Renault, who are only 2 points back. 3 points back from them is McLaren TGR, and 1 point back MS Amlin Andretti. 20 points away from them is Salos Kynes Racing, Mercedes EQ. 10 points back, Pinnacle Motorsport, and at the very back of the pack, Mahindra Racing. So we will see you guys next time then for more entertaining and unbelievably amazing ERL action when the ERL returns.